So,
What?
check this out.
We have some sad news to share with you. Former Miss USA Cheslie Kryst died yesterday. New York City police say her body was found outside a high-rise apartment building near Times Square. They are calling it a suicide. Kryst was an attorney. She was also a correspondent and host for the TV news show Extra. She was just 30 years old. We have some sad news to share with you.
Wow.
Wow.
Hearing this story, I immediately, whenever I hear Miss America, all that stuff like that, I always come to you or look towards you because that used to be a thing back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And hearing this story of, her jumping or her falling or however this situation ends up, which isn't good either way around.
Right.
From her New York City high rise is super tragic, man. Her being a 2019 Miss USA, you would think a person, and I still don't know, but from the outside looking in, you would think a person is riding high.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you never really know what a person is going through.
Like, some people are hurting. Smiling on the outside looks so beautiful, but on the inside they are hurting, like so bad. And like, this is just so tragic, and it just hurts. Because I can't imagine like what her family's going through. I just hope that, anytime we hear these stories, that instead of them looking at the easy and obvious solution, or, just...
Because people look at you and they be like,
oh,
you Miss America, you got it all.
Or the fact that she jumped. Okay, was she truly sad? Was there some things truly going on?
Was there foul play?
Are you looking at the cameras? Like, because, of course, people look on from the outside, and you look and you think, okay, she has it all. Like, she's so beautiful.
How many times have we seen somebody have it all but be completely miserable? You know what I'm saying? How many big time celebrities are you gonna have to see to understand that it's not always the case? You know what I mean?
Check on people, because sometimes that's the only thing I can think of and I can say, because I know my family has experienced this as well. And like, it was just something that was just kind of tore me and I know for a fact it tore me and my sisters up. Because we had someone in our family to do it, and
do what?
To commit suicide. It was ruled a suicide. And that mess hurt, because you never know. And no one's ever said anything differently, but it's like, when I remember the initial shock of them telling me and like saying, how it was set up and how everything was found. I'm like, it's no way. He loved his son. It's no way. Y'all lying. But
that's because a lot of people.
He was always the life of the party and everything. So that's what I'm saying.
I can't even speak. I can only speak from a male's perspective. We are brought up to tough it out, endure, hold it in, be a man, poke your chest out, don't let it phase you, deal with it. It is what it is. That's what we're taught. So it's hard for men sometimes to express themselves because you were brought up to be, you know what I mean? Machismo, you was the alpha male, you the dog. You ain't supposed to show weakness. You ain't supposed to show, you know what I mean, hurt, pain, tears, none of that type of stuff.
I think that's where we went wrong sometimes. Because it's okay to cry. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to need help. It's okay to need someone to talk to.
That's why people don't talk.
Because I get and I totally understand what you're saying from a male's perspective, but it's the same for a woman. Where we can hurt and be dead hurting, but keep going. And still have to deal with XYZ, the woes of life.
Man, I don't never look at a woman that's talking, man, y'all deal with childbirth.
I'm like, so it's like, there's a lot of things we have to suppress as well and keep going. And I know with her wearing the crown and being, you know, like, to whom much is given, much is required. That crown is heavy.
I was just about to say, it's like you're Miss Perfect.
That crown is heavy.
So you gotta eat you gotta keep a certain figure.
That crown is heavy. It can be intimidating to other people. Other people can be envious. Then you can feel like people are just only around you or want you because of your status quo or whatever, money. And it can just be too much. It can just be too much. And people don't understand. We be like, no.
It's a tough thing to have to live up to.
It is.
You know what I mean? It's a tough thing for you to have to, and I'm not making excuses for anybody, but it's a lot. You know, you're judged every day by everything that you do, what you eat, how you look, how your smile is, how your appearance is.
I feel like it's the same though. I feel like everybody's judged and ridiculed. It has a weight. I just feel that the more you're known and you're in the public eye, it's not only that I have the weight in, you know, in the pressure of my immediate family and my immediate peers, or if I post something on social media, I have like everybody, you know, i.e. the Summer Walker thing. Like I have everybody on me.
Yeah.
And that's a lot.
Yeah. Now, are you with these people saying, oh, something ain't right here. It's a conspiracy. Why would she just do that? We need to look at the footage and look more into it.
I do feel like sometimes we go for the quickest way out.
What you mean, like ruled it a suicide real quickly before we look into it, or what do you mean?
You go for the obvious, you know. You can go for the obvious. Oh, the window was broken. The stuff was moved over. Oh, you know, they're saying that it appears like they're missing a couple things. It's definitely a robbery. And it might not.
They're saying she left a note and left all of her belongings to her mom or something like that. So they're saying she left a note. I've watched a ton of those solved videos.
Right.
And a killer can write a note. Just as much.
Force you to write it. Like, so
just to make it look like. So I'm not.
To still go through, you know, the past, you know, run back a couple days beforehand, or, you know, the hours leading up to it or the hours after, you know, put the puzzle. Still, I hope that they still take the effort to put the puzzle together to paint the real picture.
And she had accomplished some, like an attorney.
Yes.
Her being an attorney, that's a hell of an accomplishment.
But also, that's a hell of a, like,
pressure.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure.
Depending on what type of law, I mean, I can't imagine being an attorney.
No, that was too much schooling. That was too much schooling for me.
No, it's not even that. Can you imagine like being a criminal attorney and they come in there and then you should have that, you have that client privilege, you know, and they should have that relationship and they talking to you and telling you stuff that you really don't want to hear.
Right. And
you like, I'm glad you told me, but we really didn't need to go there.
Like, bro, I don't think I'm going to be your attorney.
It's like, but then again, you know, he just killed somebody. He's like, yeah, but I did it in self-defense. Now you just got him off. You think you really going to fire him?
No.
Exactly. You got to be just a distant friend. A silent, distant friend.
You think that could have been maybe a client?
You never know. That's what I'm saying. You know, I just hope.
Bottom line is, it's tragic.
It is.
It's tragic. Either way,
and
it's
people
sad.
are hurting. I think that's the thing for me. It's so much death going on with COVID. Or, Lord, bleep that out, please. Before we get our hand popped. But, you know, it's so many people passing in just regularly. And it's also so many people that I keep hearing about that are hurting themselves, killing themselves. And I think that's the thing where it's like we weren't. Like, of course, there's some things that we've been presented with that we've never experienced before, but it's like we could at least have the courtesy to check on each other, or the openness to be like, it's okay for you not to be okay, and just to cry, just be like, you know, I don't want to do nothing today, you know, and okay, well, we just not gonna do nothing today, girl. We're gonna sit here, we're gonna eat this ice cream, we're gonna watch this movie, and we just gonna cry together. Then, you know, it's okay. And I think that's the point. We don't have that many, because then. Well, you can just be vulnerable. You can just like take it all off and just be you and just cry it out or whatever. You have too many people that will judge you, or, you know.
Depression is real.
It is. People are holding in too much.
Depression is super real, man.
It's heavy.
What I mean? And it's seems like now more than ever.
It is. I'm tired. It's like, it's so painful. Like Regina King's son, you know, it's like, it's so many people, and it's like, you look at them and be like, oh wow, they had everything. Like, I know of some people even here locally where it's like, okay, wow, they had everything, but their children have committed. So it's like, why? You know, like, no. Like, if you need something, if you need to just talk, like, reach out.
Reach out. 800 numbers.
Yes. Like, please, let's stop judging people, and let's just be there for people, because we don't know what tomorrow holds, and we don't know who we're standing next to.
That's why we were saying during that whole Summer Walker video, yeah, man, you could really go in on somebody not knowing what mental state they're in and really push them over the top.
Exactly, because people are just looking at, oh, look at her hair. Oh my God, why did she do that? Let's stop for a minute. This is a single mom, because she was in a relationship. It fell apart. Now she's doing this by herself, working, on tour, on the go. Like, come on. Like, that's hard. That's a lot.
Rest in peace. Condolences to her family. I
Prayers.
hope they really do a thorough investigation. Make sure they rule out any other possibilities, but sad all the way around. It's something you never want to see. Young, ambitious, talented, beautiful, and she's no longer with us. So
Prayers for healing. Prayers for healing.
Reach out, man. Queen said something real. Take that to the heart, bro. Reach out to your people. Check on them. You never know what they're going through.
Yes.
Let's stop this cycle.
Yes.
All right. Till the next one, we gone. Peace.